Hello, Ariel, again.
How's it going, Marcus?
I'm good. I'm good. So I'm really looking forward to this stream. And no, I don't have my PlayStation 5 Pro yet. Okay. Just to make this clear, I made it very clear in the description. I'm getting my PlayStation 5 Pro on Thursday. Took a day off for this. But I have seen that many people actually they got their PlayStation 5 Pro already. So the only thing what I have already is this one here. I haven't even unboxed this one. I don't even know how this looks like. I will leave this all for Thursday. And yeah, I'm excited like I'm excited like a little schoolboy, really. Absolutely.
So you're getting your PS5 Pro by parts. So you just got the disk drive, and then next it's coming the
faceplates, then the power supply. Then I have to assemble it. It's from IKEA. No, I'm getting it. No, I'm because I have so many physical games. Most of my games are physical. That I need a disk drive. Otherwise, I can't actually test on Thursday. That's the thing.
Absolutely. I mean, that's very exciting. You can go, when you get a GPU upgrade or any upgrade, you go back and at least me, I like to go back and try the games that I have already played, and sometimes even play them again.
Yeah, I'm looking forward. So, and that's why I came up with this live stream idea, because I don't know what people actually want to see or like to see first. Because we have so many games, even the Horizon Zero Dawn remaster is PlayStation 5 Pro enhanced. But I'm not sure what they want to see first, because I don't want to spend hours on a game and then people say, oh, why you have done this? Test this,
Yeah, so because there's no new games for the PS5 Pro yet.
No, and there's nothing announced, huh? Not even anything announced, huh?
Yeah, and I doubt that they're going to announce an exclusive game for PS5 Pro, because they are just starting.
There will be no exclusive games for PlayStation 5 Pro. It will be the same as PlayStation 4 Pro. There's just enhancements. But again, there's not even a single game, how should I say, which let's say, oh, we're getting a new game and it's made for PlayStation 5 Pro. You can also play it on the PlayStation 5, but it's just made for PlayStation 5 Pro. But there's not a single game.
Yeah, I guess try the exclusive. Demon Souls, the games that you can only play on the PS5, because some people might say, "Oh, you have a PC, that's better than the PS5 Pro." But you cannot play this game right now unless you have a PS5. So
I think one of the first games I like to try is Gran Turismo 7.
Yeah,
I like this game. It's really good looking, especially replays. I think in terms of replays, Gran Turismo 7 is still the best racing game, full stop. What is this here? Dragon. Oh, sorry. Please start with Demon Souls. Oh, Demon Souls remake is also PlayStation 5 enhanced. Unbelievable.
Yeah.
This game looks already. I played this game. I bought it when I got my PlayStation 5 back then. Years ago, many times years ago, and I was blown away from the graphical quality actually back then. So I'm not sure what they have enhanced, because it was 60 FPS and stuff like that. And I hate this game.
It is a great game. It's also like it's
it is, and it is a joypad destroyer. So I'm not playing this game with my Edge controller, because
it's tough. I was playing Demon Souls on RPCS3, the emulator, before it got announced. So right at that moment when I was playing it, I was fighting against that spider, and then they announced the remake, and I'm like, okay, I'm going to wait. At some point should come to PC so I can play it. So I stopped playing the the emulator version, but it's very good.
Okay. So they have you have so many comments. Hey, hello to everybody right now. A lot of people watching. Absolutely fantastic. So yeah, let me know actually. So are you getting a PlayStation 5 Pro? You said something. You're going to get one and for a present, or?
So I'm gonna get a GPU instead. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get a new GPU.
Kicks in.
Yeah, because I can benefit myself too. I'm gonna get a new GPU, and then I'm gonna give away the one I have. That's what I'm gonna do.
No. You need a second PC, believe me. That's how I do it.
Yeah.
So what are you, 5090? You talk to
yes, most likely. Yes.
Wow.
That's what I have in mind. I hope it is $2,000. I hope.
That's crazy. If
it's more than that.
How much was your first car? Just asking. My first car was 600 euros.
Actually, my first car was a gift.
Okay.
A friend gifted to me. It was a Kia Spectra from 2003. Nothing amazing, but it was working until the day it stopped working. It was great.
And just, because, we're talking about hopefully it's just $2,000. Oh, yeah, why not? Just.
Well, because it might be 2,300 or more.
Shit.
So, I mean, if it's below $2,000, I would be surprised.
Okay, there's a lot of Demon Souls comments, actually. This is, it looks like this is a very popular game.
Yeah. It's a very good game.
I'm more than happy to do this first because I hate and love this game. I think that's what you have, it's a love-hate game because I love the gameplay, but then when you die and you have to start all over again, I'm
yeah,
How about none? Okay, good. I can do that just for you. You can watch this on my None channel, okay? My new one. The Pro will have at least 40 gigabytes. So game will be having. Are you sure about this? That the HDMI port is improved? I don't think so. I haven't read anything official, because even for 8K 60 HDR, you just need 32 gigabits. Okay.
Yeah, well, that's interesting. That's definitely something you should test.
Yeah, but how can I test this? Oh yeah,
just
maybe
the output. Just change the out. Right now when you have the 120 hertz output, you have limited. So now you can get a full RGB.
Maybe that's how you can test it. Yes.
Maybe make a video showing the difference, like you did one time. You show some side-by-side comparison between full RGB and limited, the difference in the shadow details and the highlights. Maybe do that and say, hey, you know what? With the PS5 Pro, you can now get this, better when it comes to the picture quality.
Oh, probably. Nagni, hey, how are you doing? You're very how should I say, very active on my channel. Thank you very much for that. You are the expert of HDR. You cannot test things to the level Digital Foundry and X and L. So I'm not watching L Analysta. Sorry to that, because he is so many times wrong. Anyway, the only person I had but thank you very much. Yes, I am not an expert in HDR, not even close, but I'm getting better. But I'm trying my very best to reach out to, or to get to the level from Digital Foundry. But of course, it's hard because they have so many more tools, yes, and experience, and they're getting review codes weeks before the game gets released and stuff like that. But what I have to say, yesterday a very interesting conversation, that with because a video I made, and people said, oh, why you haven't tested FPS and analysis and whatever. So I think some people really don't understand how hard or how much work it is actually to do FPS measurements and analysis. I'm pretty sure that Digital Foundry has, of course, very good tools where it is much easier. But with the tool what I have for free, it's not that easy. You need to verify so many things and settings and stuff like that. It takes hours sometimes for just, let's say, half an hour test. That's why I didn't do it yesterday. And by the way, the only source what I really trust in terms of frame rate measurements is Digital Foundry. Okay, so an X Gamer, of course, is also really good, but no one else. El Analysta is not that good in my opinion.
I've never seen that YouTube channel. On the PC is very easy though. Do we have so many tools on the PC
PC is easy. My goodness, you just install MSI Afterburn and that's it. You know what I mean?
Honestly, before I was more hardcore into testing the games, I used to record all the frames with a tool, and then see a graph of each frame, and you see the dots that drop below the target, and you have like a graph of the whole thing, of the whole benchmark. and then I tweak the settings to get the best 1% lows, and then I'm actually, it's been a long time since I am into it. But yeah, that's fun too.
Yeah. So we have again. I don't know if this is for me. Didn't you order or did you press something? Sorry.
Yeah, I was gonna highlight this Elden Ring. Some people want to see if Elden Ring can finally run at 60 without any drops. The thing with
Elden
Elden
have this
Ring,
game on. Yeah, go for it.
yeah, the thing is, it's a very CPU heavy. I'm still playing Elden Ring. Actually, I'm at the very end, and of course, I'm gonna play the DLC too. I never wanted to finish Elden Ring because I like it a lot. And it drops the performance sometimes is CPU. You see how it drops dramatically. There are some effects on screen sometimes. I don't know what it is. The performance tanks very hard. I don't think the PS5 Pro can completely eliminate that, but you should get much better performance for sure.
Now, because games with CPU bounds or whatever, or if they're CPU bounded, there is no improvement. You can't have it. You know, if it can't reach 60 FPS because of the CPU, not a single graphic card in the world can change this. That's the problem. Stellar Blade. I need the Stellar Blade. Yeah, Stellar Blade booty. I need to go back to Stellar Blade and do more animation videos.
Wanna see that booty at 4K? But I think Gran Turismo 7 and Formula 1, I think, also has a lot of different modes. They have a lot of different, ray tracing, more or less, more fidelity, less or more frames. So that might be
so. Final Fantasy Rebirth is the one, I think, what I found so far, and I watched Digital Foundry, where you can see the biggest improvement in games, because you had this, or you still have this very blurry PlayStation 5 picture, and then I think John tested the game on the PlayStation 5 Pro. It's crystal clear. It's now crystal clear, with the same graphical details and 60 FPS, so there's no downside, you know what I mean? It's just much better. And this is what people, we need to make this clear again, because people still don't understand what the PlayStation 5 Pro is for. It's the same as back then PlayStation 4 Pro. It's just improving the graphical quality by the same when I'm buying a new GPU. It's exactly the same. You get a little bit more FPS if you want, or now you can increase your graphical fidelity and you still have the same FPS. Okay? So that's nothing else will happen. But people, and it's very hard, of course, because on X or whatever, you just see always, side-by-side comparison. And then people think, it's a little bit sharper, but why should I get this now? Yeah, because now it's the fidelity mode, which runs in 30 FPS on the PlayStation 5, in 60 FPS on the PlayStation 5 Pro, and even sharper. That's the point.
The difference is definitely worth it, especially if you're playing on a big TV. Even from your couch, I think a big screen is going to show you the difference.
I'm looking for. I didn't buy the stand. I'm refusing to pay money for this.
And hey, and how about Red Dead Redemption?
No,
it's still at 30 FPS lock.
Yeah, it's perfect 30 FPS on the PlayStation 5 Pro.
That's going to. Why? So why then they don't allow you to unlock the games, especially now with the PS5 Pro?
But that's Rockstar Games, you know what I mean? So they probably, so I hope, and again, I would pay money for this, but maybe they releasing a Red Dead Redemption 2 enhanced patch for PlayStation 5 Pro for $55. I don't know.
So maybe it is a problem of that Sony cannot just do it. They can for sure, but maybe Rockstar is not going to like if Sony unlocks the FPS and changes the game without their consent.
No. This has nothing to do with Sony, because they are not the owner from Red Dead Redemption. You know what I mean?
But I mean
on the
PC. But on the PC, you can always mod or change something on the config file and unlock the FPS. And Sony could do something like that maybe.
But I'm pretty sure that because I think it's a different story. So I think if a game don't want to have mods, they can restrict it, because any change what you can do to any of the main files in a game or whatever can be restricted. You get my point?
Yeah.
So so PlayStation, of course, or Xbox is a different story, because it's what is the name? It's not a open system. You know what I mean?
Yes.
So and no one can actually just put mods in or whatsoever. So and they are just. I don't know why they don't want it. This would be a perfect example, just unlock the frame rate or give us 60 FPS. This game doesn't need to have any graphical improvements or whatsoever. It's already perfect out of the box, but 30 FPS. And no, it's a no-go on OLED TVs, 30 FPS. It's...
I think a great feature would be something like, you can go back to all those 30 FPS games and you can now unlock the FPS with a PS5 Pro. That would be like a huge selling point.
So this is actually a good comment on off. What will you test? 3 times zoom? So because, yes. So the thing is that, if you watch other YouTube channels, then most of the time you have really to zoom in to see a difference between fidelity and performance mode, So even with Horizon Zero Dawn, I literally can't see. So apparently it's 4K native resolution in the fidelity mode and 1800p checkerboard in the performance mode. So I literally can't see a difference between when I'm changing the modes. You know what I mean? I can see a difference between 30 and 60 FPS very easily, but not between a little bit of a higher resolution. And so I think again, it's a lot of work to do something like that, side-by-side comparisons and whatever. So I like to be maybe more like to show you my how should I say? My first impression, what I mean? So when I'm switching the mods, is it now, oh my God, this is bad, oh yes, it runs in 60 FPS, but really blurry or whatever. Or I just, go the way Digital Foundry is doing and really pointing out pixels. Look, both ways are great if you're interested in it. You know what I mean? But sometimes I have the feeling pointing out pixels doesn't make any change or sense. You know what I mean? Because as soon you play the game, you have no chance actually to see a little bit more fidelity or stuff like that. And we talked about this area, 30 FPS, 60 FPS. If you move around, if you have a 4K resolution and 30 FPS, I'd rather go with 1440p and 60 FPS.
Absolutely. Yeah, but there's another thing to understand here. Digital Foundry or any other channel is trying to show you the difference on a YouTube video. Okay.
Yeah, it's
when I complain about Black Myth Wukong that looks blurry and over sharpened, I didn't show that on the first video, and most people didn't like that. They don't understand what I'm talking about because I cannot show you that on YouTube.
Yeah.
Second video, what I have to do is zoom in, like show you super zoom in image so you see what I'm talking about. Because on YouTube, you are already losing that in-person sharpness quality. So you have to zoom in to show the difference.
Yeah. So Monster Hunter beta, I'm not sure when the beta actually runs out. Is it just on this weekend? And is it actually on a console at the moment? So HDR at the moment I consider as broken because the brightness slider in Monster Hunter on the PC version is not working. So the maximum what you get out is 900 nits, but even you max this out, that's it actually, and it looks absolutely washed out. So not nice. But I'm not sure if this is actually on console as well, this game.
Yeah, I don't know yet. I don't know why they get HDR wrong so many times. I don't understand. Monster Hunter, the previous one, was terrible when it comes to the performance, the way it looks, popping, and all the issues. Well, a very good game, but runs like a very bad PC port. Terrible.
Okay. I played it a little bit, but I'm not a big fan of the gameplay. But it's very popular. It's absolutely popular.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. More players than Dragon Age, on the release day. And it's just a beta. I mean, I'm surprised, but it's not my game type. I don't know. Maybe I'm doing something wrong or... Anyway, Rebirth is first to download for me, then Bloodborne. But is there any enhancement? No.
I don't think so.
No, because it's still also a 30 FPS game, which is crazy. Actually, we should have a 60 FPS patch, official one. Final Fantasy 16. So which one was now the blurry one? Now I'm confused. Was it Rebirth, Final Fantasy 7 Rebirth, or Final Fantasy 16, which has massively improved?
I'm not sure. I know what you're saying because I watched that Digital Foundry video, but I'm not sure which one it was. I was gonna say Bloodborne is almost playable on PC with an emulator. And not only that, the game has been enhanced dramatically, like with higher resolution textures, better shadows, better lighting, even AI. So they are doing basically AI upscaling of the textures, so they still look original but much better. So I guess in less than a year, for sure, Bloodborne is gonna be playable at 60 FPS, absolutely flawless on PC with that emulator.
That's absolutely fantastic. So what else do we have? The First Descendant. No, that's not on my list at all. Sorry. Not even sure what is improved there. Destiny 2 is listed. Okay. Destiny 2 is not on my list at the moment. There are so many games, and I mean, Rise of the Ronin, I still have this. This was the game which had very always stuttering, correct? Yes. Yeah. I think this was not very well optimized. I'm not even sure if it's now better. But yeah, this is probably on my list, but not for the first games. Ghost of Tsushima, there's no point to test this. There is no improvement as far as I know. Or is it on the list? But what will they improve? This has already such a clean, great, high-resolution picture on the PlayStation 5.
But let me ask you, they are not going to always upsample or add more pixels for all games regardless of support, or you have to have a game supported for it to be any different than the PS5?
It's like a different, like you have two PCs with two different GPUs. And let's say you have a setting called setting A and setting B. So you can't use setting B on your old GPU because it would stutter. It would not run fine. So what they now have to do is have a setting B on the PlayStation 5B, what you can enable. So they need to actually add this actively, because they're right now working on PlayStation 5 specs, to target, let's say, 60 FPS. If they would now work on PlayStation 5 Pro specs, and then you would try to run this game on the PlayStation 5, it would not work well,
Because my question is, of course, any game that is unlocked, you're going to see a higher frame rate, maybe if the CPU allows that. But for games that are locked to 60, you don't have a way to unlock the FPS, and they didn't do anything. Will you see any difference?
No. So maybe let's say if you have, so this is the question actually, this is a really good question, because I'm not quite sure how it works with consoles, but let's say you would have a PC which and you limit, or you have VSync 60 hertz, you have a 60 hertz screen or whatsoever, and your GPU is struggling to hit 60 FPS all the time. Now when you buy a new GPU, a better one, and you put it in, the same game will run now suddenly with stable 60 FPS. I'm not quite sure if this is the same case with consoles. I'm actually not. I would think so, because now suddenly you have a more power, or you can utilize more power. The game should actually run stable. So Rise of the Ronin, for an example, which has some issues with hitting 60 FPS all the time, should now, even without a patch or a special treatment, run much better on a PlayStation 5 Pro, but maybe not. I'm not quite sure if it's the same, but it should be.
Yeah, that makes sense. If you're missing 4 or 5 frames, then it should be perfectly locked. But what I want to know is if they will also increase the pixel density for all games. Like, for example, if the PS5 Pro chip is at 60% utilization, and it can give you a lot more pixels or better graphics, will it stay at 60%, and then you just see just a little bit more stable FPS?
But again, that's up to the developer, if they're making a patch.
No, I'm talking about the old game. Of course, the new ones are take advantage.
Yeah, that's. I mean, we will see a lot of PlayStation 5 Pro patches because I think it's not a hard thing to do it. Because what you need to realize actually, so if they have most of the games have dynamic resolution, okay. So and let's say it works like, let's just assume like you have FSR whatever, and your dynamic resolution is set to, I'm just making up numbers, 50% or whatsoever. You know what I mean? So now they're increasing this 50 to 60 because now the PlayStation 5 Pro can handle this. Yes, you will get a better resolution on the PlayStation 5 Pro like this. It's a very simple thing to do, actually.
So
let me just read this
in Spanish.
No, that's for you.
So he's saying that you have to try the games that are on the update list, not any game, because then
there's a list.
You might not see any difference.
Yeah, there's a list with I don't know how many games so far. I have it somewhere and I lost it. Yeah, somewhere on my desktop or maybe the other computer. But there's a list which is getting bigger and bigger every day. And yes, so Spider-Man 2, yes, Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart. I haven't finished this game at all. I still consider Ratchet and Clank, so I installed it yesterday. And I still consider this one of the best looking PlayStation 5 games ever. And not just because we have very nice details and stuff like that, but the picture is so clean. There is no aliasing, or at least I can't see anything. And this is what I like. You know what I mean? It's so damn clean. Unbelievable.
PC too. I mean, these Insomniac games on the PC are just fantastic. Just amazing.
Crew Motorfest. So the Crew Motorfest has fantastic HDR, by the way. If you like to show off your new S95D, S95C, yes. This game is using BT 2020 color space in some levels. Really a lot. Believe me, you should test this one.
Nice. I think I tried the first one. So that's the second part. Because I tried the first.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure. It's called the Crew Motorfest. I don't know which part it is actually.
Yeah. I'll try that.
Please test Monster Hunter Wild and see. So this is the first part now, what he's asking.
So Monster Hunter World was the previous one.
Wild.
So Wild
okay.
Should be the last one.
And here the next one, nothing can help Monster Hunter. Is it running bad or is it really bad?
Yeah, I watch a benchmark video on the PC, and it is CPU heavy, like crazy.
Oh, okay.
Very, very CPU heavy. So yeah, that's gonna be a problem even for the PS5 Pro. Or maybe on the console runs better because it is more like low level or something like that. And these developers optimize the games for the PS5. I think the priority of developers is for sure PS5 first, and then the rest, because PS5 is more popular. PlayStation is money. I mean, it might run better on the PS5 just because of that.
But I mean, so have you, so Horizon Zero Dawn, because yesterday I had also a couple of, it's off topic now, but I had a couple of comments, that this game, it just runs like, oh my God, it runs so nice. The 60 FPS mode is spot on. You have a 40 FPS mode, unlocked 60 FPS mode. And this is not Unreal Engine. You know what I mean?
No.
So I had so many comments, why we can't just use this engine for all games.
For everything, yeah. I mean, I agree.
Absolutely.
It looks amazing. Actually, in my opinion, Horizon Zero Dawn, it runs and it looks amazing. Even the anti-aliasing, we had a live stream with Hybrid. He said that the TAA implementation of Horizon Zero Dawn is actually very, very good because it's only using one previous frame for the accumulation for TAA. So it looks sharp, it looks clean, and the performance on the PC is amazing. Very, very rock solid, no stuttering. So actually, I think they only had to fix the HDR for Horizon Zero Dawn, maybe add like higher resolution textures or give some lighting improvements, like additional settings. But I was not expecting a remaster.
No, but that's how you make quick money. Anyway, a good game to build. So this is actually a good comment from As Wilco 1997. So we have a lot of games on the PlayStation 5 with unlocked frames. And of course, this is really interesting to see PlayStation 5 and then versus PlayStation 5 Pro if you now have, let's say, 20 FPS more in the unlocked frame rate mode. This would be interesting. Yeah.
Yeah, and
That's
Uncharted looks kind of
Yeah.
blurry, even on the PC.
Yeah.
So yeah, you definitely wanna, if you can get 60 FPS with that higher quality, it's gonna be definitely worth it for that game. I beat Uncharted and also Horizon Zero Dawn, by the way. It was okay. Uncharted was fantastic. I mean, such a great game, but definitely worth replaying. If you get a PS5 Pro and it runs better now, it's such a great game.
I mean, Uncharted, the series, you know, that's also where PlayStation started. You know what I mean? Uncharted 1, the first, was just, oh my goodness, you know, that's something.
Yeah,
Wow.
I hope they also bring that trilogy remaster or remake to the PC, because I want to play those games too. I've never played them.
Yeah. Yeah, I think Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, I will test. This is one of the first games. I still can't decide. Maybe Demon Souls is really one, because you need to understand, guys, when I start testing a game, it takes hours actually, because in this case, I will really like to do a side-by-side comparison, zoom in and stuff like that. Not just a very quick. So my first video would be probably a very quick first impression. Of course, because I like to get a video out as soon as possible, and I can't wait 5 days until I have all my recordings done. But when I'm going into details, then I like to play a little bit Digital Foundry, because you know that's what I like to do, to show you the difference. But also I like to add then my first impression. Of course, is it really worth to? You know what I mean? Is PlayStation 5 Pro worse after a week or something like that? You know, or after playing several games? You know, I'm looking forward for this.
Yeah, I would be interesting also to know about the noise. If you can maybe max out a game and then put a microphone on the PS5 to see if it sounds loud, if it's louder, or if it feels hot to the touch, or
Yeah.
you know,
So this is also, I already found my energy meter. You know what I mean? I like to compare PlayStation 5 with PlayStation. Not that it really doesn't matter, because this is the last thing you check actually. Oh my God, my PlayStation 5 now takes 20 watts more. I can't afford it. No, then you're doing something wrong anyway. But it's good to know. I like to understand it, because it doesn't mean that actually the PlayStation 5 Pro will take more power. Maybe they're optimized now and it actually takes the same or even less. You know what I mean? So it can be the reason.
But the reason why I'm interested in that is because one thing I was not expecting when I got the GPU is that it was gonna be so noisy, and I'm already used to it, so I ignored the noise. But these GPUs are very noisy, and sometimes some of them have whine, and that's it.
Yeah, cold whine. Yeah, I know.
So it would be interesting to know if that PS5 Pro is very quiet.
So to set this in, or to my experience right now, PlayStation 5, I can hear the fan. On the Xbox Series X, I can't hear the fan. Okay. So, but it's not as with PlayStation 4, where you have a starting airplane or whatsoever. No, it's just a constant, very, very in the background fan noise. You know what I mean? It's not distracting at all. But yeah, that's something I'm looking. Yeah, let's see, because maybe there's more heat now produced.
Yeah, but that's because the Xbox is a fridge. That's why there's no.
The Xbox concept, in my opinion, is much better, because you're getting air sucked in from the bottom and you get it on the top out. It's really a good concept, and you have one big fan which is turning very slow. Anyway, the different story. Let's here, Mark, $5. Thank you very much for your super chat. Spider-Man 18 photos leaked of it running on the Pro with PlayStation 4 image boost turned on, and the difference is significant. Can't wait to try myself. So we have Spider-Man 1 running on the Pro with PlayStation 4 image boost. So is there an option then called PlayStation 4 image boost? I haven't heard about this. Oh my God, this is so exciting.
Yeah, Spider-Man, those Insomniac games are going to be showstoppers, because, I mean, even on the PC, Spider-Man runs like a dream. It's like one of the best, in my opinion, one of the best experiences to have on the PC. It's fantastic how it runs and how it looks. So yeah, that's gonna be great.
I just highlight this one. Yes. Congrats, 10,000 subs, Ariel.
Thank you, man. It's been a long journey for sure. Thank you very much.
But you deserve it. You deserve each, not all of them, but most of them.
No.
But it's great to see that you're getting more subs. You know what I mean? Because that's what we need. But that's what we want. You know? Absolutely. So there are a million so what is this one here? Hey, Toxmod said Silent Hill is not on the Pro. Oh, okay, Silent Hill is not on the Pro Enhanced list at the moment. Okay, they should put it actually on because we have some issues with the performance mode.
Yeah, I mean, they have a lot to fix before they can think about any enhancements. The game
actually,
looks...
I mean, it's but it's. I like the game. I like the game itself. But I agree with you. There needs to be a little bit fixes going on. Also with HDR, please fix it, make it perfect.
Yeah, we have a lot. Another super chat here.
You want to
Can you
highlight?
click on it? I'm clicking on it. It's not working.
Right.
Okay.
Now, thank you very much, Rival. Any guesses on what performance for Helldiver 2 will be like on the Pro? I have no idea. Is this game, is a real question, are people still playing this game? Because there was a big thing with the PlayStation Network subscription thing or whatever. And I don't understand it, by the way. Just because you have to log in on PlayStation account, whatever, people not stop playing games, really? That's how it works nowadays?
That, but the latest God of War, Ragnarok, had that issue. I think it's terrible. Why would you have to be logging to anything? It's a single player game.
But I agree. It should be just start playing. But I think it's because of the stats or whatever. So why is Sony doing this actually in the first place? Why you need to log in? So for what reason? What is the thinking behind? Because you're right. It's a single player game. You know, there's no point. But what is it? To get data?
Yeah, to get your viewing habits or something. Yeah, what I think about Helldivers is these multiplayer games become more demanding on CPU if you have more players and more stuff on the screen, and usually it's more difficult to get a consistent performance for multiplayer games because it's kind of messy. But yeah, we have to wait and see if that's gonna be any better.
Okay, there's so many comments about Demon's Souls. I think this is the game I start testing first, I have the feeling, huh? This and probably Final Fantasy VII is also, you know, and the good thing is it's not in HDR this time, so that means we don't have to wait for YouTube. This is good. Oh, I found something off topic, but you know, I uploaded a video on my second channel yesterday, a very short 30 seconds video, just to test something. You know what I mean? Because I don't want to do it on my main channel. And the 4K processing took almost 10 minutes for this video. When I'm uploading a video on my main channel, the 4K processing is done within 10 seconds. So that proves they can prioritize YouTube channels.
Yeah, definitely.
You know, and they can even do this with HDR, I'm pretty sure, you know what I mean? Because just it's BT 2020 color space, just release HDR now.
Yes.
I'm pretty sure.
And I also believe if you don't upload videos for a while, or you've been uploading 1080p and now you increase the resolution, it's gonna take longer too.
Yeah. But that's fine. I would do the same because you have a million YouTube channels, you know, and everybody is uploading something where it must be. I would like to see the data center from YouTube. And the 100 people, they're installing hard drives all the time. Can you imagine this?
Yeah.
You need to have 100 people, they're just installing servers all the time. They're not stopping because they can't stop.
Yeah, I mean, it's a lot of information.
This is insane.
The videos I'm uploading sometimes like 30 gigabytes or more.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Unbelievable. 5080. This is a good comment. 5080 from G-Tech.
So the thing is, the 5090 based on the leaks is gonna be almost twice. It's just gonna be so much more different. And so much more. Yeah, the 5090 is gonna be so much more powerful than the 5080, and it's just more. It's more money, but it's worth it. So it's gonna happen the same, I think, or even more than with the 4090 and 4080.
I couldn't sacrifice it back then. I had the 4080 for 1,800 Australian dollars. 1,800 Australian dollars. This is already crazy, if you think about this. And the 4090 was a little bit over 3,000 Australian dollars. And it's not twice as fast, you know what I mean?
No, in that case.
And I was like, of course I would like to have the 4090 to do, but $3,000, how can I explain to someone I spent $3,000 on a GPU? You know what I mean? It's just, no. Wow.
Yeah, but basically, if the 5090 is better performance for the money, I would
wait for the price here. So still right now the 4090 goes for $3,000. Maybe you find something for 2,800. I'm waiting for the price for the 5090. It's over 4,000, I guarantee you. Easily over 4,000. Easily.
And the thing with GPUs and consoles and all of that is that you will almost never see a big discount. Like you can get, for example, on the TVs. Yeah. Did you see the price I got for the S95?
Absolutely. Oh my God, you should get two.
Honestly, I hardly consider getting another one because it was so good. But I thought, that happens when you get here to the US and you start seeing the prices and the deals. Sometimes you want to, buy, but you have to learn that next year is going to happen again, and next year is going to happen again. Absolutely. So you don't have to hurry up and just buy everything because it's a good price.
You don't have to have FOMO. You're not missing out. No worries, because Patrick is saying he has also pre-ordered a PlayStation 5 Pro. Perfect. Nice. Welcome to the club. And Eric is writing, how do you think Horizon Zero Dawn Remaster will be enhanced on PlayStation 5 Pro? Performance mode in 120 FPS and quality in 60 FPS. I don't know. Because it looks already so... Compared to Horizon Forbidden West, I still think Horizon Forbidden West is the clear better game right now, or in terms of visual quality. That's why it is probably easier for Horizon Zero Dawn to maybe target up to 100 FPS. So maybe that's the thing. I don't know if they improve maybe in the performance mode now, the resolution even further. I don't know. But it's already a fantastic looking game. You know what I mean? So
yeah, but for me, Horizon Zero Dawn is a better experience than the Forbidden West because it runs better and it looks very clear. So I much rather sacrifice the extra stuff that they added to get better performance. But that's me. I prefer that. So actually, the remaster, I'm probably not gonna like that now. It doesn't run as well. But I already beat the game, so it doesn't really matter. I'm not gonna play it again.
Doll Empire Music is asking, can we transfer games from the base PlayStation 5 to the Pro without having to download them again? Yes, I'm pretty sure, because that's how it works right now as well. You can save your games on a hard drive or SSD or whatever. The only thing what it's looking for is the same account, actually. If you can't play it if the account doesn't match. That's how I know it. But I found, that the thing is, if you use a normal hard drive, it has maximum 100 megabytes. Maximum, normal hard. Sometimes if you have a very good one, you have a little bit more. But my internet connection right now is actually sometimes faster than transferring games.
Yeah,
that's really interesting. Or is this Black Ops 2, Black Ops 6? I don't think is it on a list? I don't know. I played this game yesterday for several hours on the Xbox. It's really a fantastic game. Absolutely fantastic. But it has some issues with frame rate. Even with VRR enabled, it's stuttering from time to time. It's not a fluent or smooth experience on the Xbox. Not sure about PlayStation.
Someone is asking you to try Harry Potter.
I have this game, yeah.
Yeah, Hogwarts Legacy. Yeah, that's definitely a game to try because it still doesn't run great on the PC. Very unstable performance. I locked that game to 60 FPS to get it stable because for some reason it stutters for me. It doesn't run great.
GTA 6, PlayStation 5 Pro, 60 FPS, yes or no? I would love to say yes, but that's Rockstar now. We have 30. And it's CPU bound, probably. Very CPU hungry, probably, the game. Hard to tell. I would love to see 60.
I think it can happen, but it's not gonna be rock solid. Maybe they have 50 to 60 FPS. Hopefully.
40 FPS mode would be already so much better.
Yeah.
Hey from Barcelona. Hey, test GT7. Yes, GT7 is on my list, but I think probably Final Fantasy Rebirth or Demon Souls will win probably the race. You know what I mean? Crash Bandicoot. Crash. No, I don't think so. Maybe not.
Runs very well. I tried
Yeah.
the PC.
There's a Cyberpunk, but there's no. Is it on the list as well? I have really no idea what is all on the list. You know, there's so many games now. Cyberpunk has still. If they would fix the HDR black level floor on the console version, this would be the HDR games.
Yeah.
Ever. You know. My God.
Yeah, I think it's the color filter, that green color filter that they added, that messed it up.
Yeah.
It's like a Starfield situation. It just has these weird color filters that are raising the blacks.
George, wake up, babe. The HDR gods are streaming. Yes, in SDR. We're streaming in SDR. I never tried actually streaming in HDR. I'm not even sure if it would work, you know, or what bandwidth you need. Here, Rise of the Ronin also is more or less, you know, often mentioned here. GTA 6 is not launching immediately on PC. Would this be the biggest reason to purchase PlayStation 5 Pro? Is it, if it is PlayStation 5 Pro enhanced, which would be really, you know, something for Sony to consider, you know, to maybe get Rockstar Games to have something like if they can't hit 60 FPS, maybe even a 40 FPS mode, it would sell like bread.
Oh, I mean, if they have, the only way to play GTA 6 at 60 FPS is the PS5 Pro.
Oh
I
my
mean,
God.
that's gonna be a home run. But let me tell you,
Yeah.
I'm not so sure about that. I think it might still release on PC for the first time.
That's a different story, yes.
And the reason is Rockstar has been very good when it comes to preventing the game from being cracked. At least day one. It takes usually a year, over a year. And GTA 6, being in development for so long, might come with, I mean, I'm sure that game is probably going to be the hardest game to crack ever. And it might take like 2 years to get that crack. So if you want to play it, you have to pay for it anyway. I think it might come out on PC. I don't see why not.
Mark, again, thank you very much again, Mark. Try to put the link into Super Chat of Spider-Man. Now, I think YouTube doesn't allow any links whatsoever. That's how it is. I put the link into YouTube chat if you want to see it, but I haven't seen it actually. Thank you very much. I haven't seen any link. Have you seen any link?
No.
My God, we have so many comments. You know, that's the problem.
Yeah, it's difficult.
I mean, that's not a problem. That's really good. Thank you very much for this. But it's getting, of course, hard. So there are so many comments. Thank you very much, guys. That it's very hard to actually follow up on everything. But just keep talking to each other. You know what I mean? That's the best thing. So again, thank you very much, Mark. When I come across the link, I will have for sure a look at it, okay?
Yeah, Benny says, I ordered a PS5 Pro strictly only for the potential graphical and FPS improvements for GTA 6. This game will be big for me. I mean, that's the game. It's gonna be big
that's
for
the game.
That's really the game. I mean, that's the game you go and you spend money, get a new PC, wait for the benchmarks to see, okay, what it takes to run it the best.
5090.
Yes. So,
yeah,
you want the best experience, but the thing is, it would be wise to wait. If you're really looking forward to GTA 6, I wouldn't be sure that the PS5 Pro is gonna run it perfect. And the thing is, you don't know when it's going to release yet. because they can tell you a release date, but you know it always gets delayed.
Yeah.
And by the time GTA 6 comes out, you might have the PS6. So yeah, then that's gonna be the one. So
I know.
we don't know.
Can you test it on an Unreal Engine game, please? Yeah, if it's on a list, of course. But I mean, so far, my personal opinion about Unreal Engine 5 is it's just, I don't know what to say. Maybe 6090 can have a nice 4K non-blurry picture.
No, the thing is a CPU too. Even if you get a 5090, Unreal Engine 5 is so heavy on the CPU.
How do you think? Oh, no, we had this already. Sorry. See, so many comments. Oh, see, here Bloodborne doesn't have improvements, sadly. Yeah, I don't understand this. You know, everybody's asking for a 60 FPS mode, and it would work already with the PlayStation 5. Yeah, they proved it already with a cracked or modded PlayStation 5 that it can run 60 easily.
Yeah, they know people are waiting for it, so they're gonna charge you for it. They are not going to go back and say, hey, you know what, Bloodborne is now 60 FPS, go and enjoy and not charge you for it.
Just $69 for this. I'd like you to test Assassin's Creed Mirage as it got just enhanced yesterday. Okay, that was not on my list so far, but see, look, Rebirth. They're all asking for Final Fantasy. So Demon Souls and Final Fantasy. Maybe Final Fantasy will be the first one, and then Demon Souls, and then GTA 7.
You know what happened to me with Final Fantasy? I tried the demo, and as soon as I saw 30 FPS cutscenes, I was like, Alt F4 and delete the game. I'm like, why would I mean, why? 30 FPS cutscenes, it looks so terrible.
So even on the PC, yeah?
On the PC, yeah. 30 FPS cutscenes.
This doesn't make sense.
And the cutscenes are long. It's not like a moment. If you watch just a moment, huge cutscenes.
Yeah, but this is lazy. That's just lazy. You know what I mean? That doesn't make sense. You know what I mean? If you run the game already on 60 on the PC gameplay and then you cut down to 30, that doesn't. But it's the same with Silent Hill. You have all the cutscenes in 30, I think. But not sure about the PC version.
Yeah.
But on the console for sure.
Yeah, same. You need a mod to unlock it.
Okay, that's for you.
No vas a mostrar nada. Si no vas a mostrar nada para salirme del directo. So he's asking if you were going to show something. Maybe he thinks you have the PS5 Pro.
No, I don't have the PlayStation 5 Pro yet. So I have this one. This is just my disk drive at the moment. I'm just getting very excited, actually. And again, I saw already videos, or not videos, I think, but many comments on X that people got their PlayStation 5 Pro already, but most of the time it was sent from Sony, which is very nice. I really, so good for you. Anyway, that's how it is, you know. That's why subscribe, please, because, you know, the more subscribers, the more likely Sony is sending stuff, you know. That's how it works, unfortunately. So what else do we have?
This is the question I was asking myself. Does the PS5 Pro upscale to 4K or native 1440p? I only want it for GTA 6, which would need to be upscaled from 1440p, or so they say, using LG C3 gamer here usually. Yeah, that's my question. I mean, GTA 6 is definitely going to be, you know, optimized as good as possible to look the best on the PS5 and PS5 Pro. That's for sure. So I don't think you have to worry about that one. You know, that question is mainly for old games. So you want to go back and play old games. Are those old games going to have more, you know, pixels? Because what I don't want is to, you know, what you don't want basically is to get a new console that's at 60% utilization because you're playing a game that doesn't support it, because then you don't see any difference between that and the PS5. That's like wasting your money.
Yeah, but again, so every PlayStation 5 game needs a patch to utilize the PlayStation 5 Pro power. So that's what I think. So it will not be. So if you have a dynamic resolution, I'm not a programmer, but maybe it even works like that. That if you have dynamic resolution and you have a target like 60, of course it works dynamically in the background. And now suddenly the same game without any patch on a PlayStation 5 Pro is using the same dynamic resolution, but now has a much bigger headroom. Maybe it's increasing the resolution automatically.
But doesn't Xbox do that with old games? Or maybe I think Xbox one time advertised, if you play your game on a 1080p screen, they're going to give you more. It's gonna look like it has more pixels.
Not all. So you're talking about also there are some games, not many games, where you so let's say you have set your Xbox to 4K, and then you set your Xbox to 1080p. You get suddenly a better experience, better performance. But not all the games. That's not all the games, because as soon as you have a dynamic resolution internally, it doesn't matter what your console is set to. It will use the target resolution in the game, And if target resolution is 1440p, then you can set your Xbox to 720p. It doesn't matter.
Okay.
So, but that's a good. I'm not sure. If they can restrict it, they can open it. You know what I mean? But I think most of the time you will need a patch to actually utilize the PlayStation 5 Pro. Dragon Age Wildguard. Think they will have ray traced ambient occlusion in addition to PSSR and other improvements to the performance mode. Interesting, in my opinion, with the current low textures on base PlayStation 5. So I played it on the PlayStation 5. I think it looks actually not bad, but I played it also on the PC, and of course, it's not like day and night, but yes, you can see PC is much better. But yeah, let's see. I'm not sure if this is on the list actually, but probably it is.
Yeah, you should definitely try Minecraft with a PS5 Pro. Maybe it has ray tracing enhancements.
Oh my god, have you seen the mods for Minecraft? Even a 5090 can run this.
Yeah.
With all the ray tracing and stuff like that. Now Minecraft is, okay.
That is to show really how important the lighting is. It can definitely make a game look amazing.
It's like 88 games now on the list, PlayStation 5 Pro enhanced. So don't expect this in the first 2 days, okay? That I'm testing all the games. It will take a little bit. And I'm for sure not testing all the games now. I can't do that. They just added Dying Light 2. So when are they adding HDR in Dying Light 2? Huh? That's more of a question. Such a failure, really. I don't understand this. There's not even auto HDR still. Or as far as
on the PC now we can force auto HDR on anything using an app. It's called Leod Edge app. It's very easy to set. You just have to drag the executable and it works. And you can also force RTX HDR onto any game, which works amazing. With the RTX HDR tweaks, it's very easy mod. You just have to drag the game and that's it. Very easy to get that HDR. But it doesn't have native HDR.
Yeah, Alan Wake 2 is on my list for sure. I have to say I'm a little bit disappointed with the download content. I played both DLCs just quickly, and I was actually going to do a HDR review on that, but I'm not going to do it. It's really bad. HDR is really bad, and the DLCs. I don't know what they have done. They're different. I talked to someone from Remedy Games, but they had because on DLCs the main team is not working on DLCs anymore. They're focusing on probably Control 2 already. But Alan Wake 2 had one of the best HDR implementation, the main games, and the DLCs are just very disappointing. There's another super chat. This one here. Kid Huggy, thank you very much. Lords of the Fallen. Oh, okay. See, that's an aerial game, Lords of the Fallen.
I like that one. I'm actually still playing it. I got stuck on Lords of the Fallen. They have some boss battles that are multiple enemies. It's like a cheap way of adding difficulty, and sometimes it can be very, very difficult. But the game is good. I like how it runs.
If you need some
it
tips,
has improved.
don't ask me.
the performance has improved massively since the release day. So if you tried the game at release and you thought it was terrible, give it a try now because it has improved a lot.
No, I still haven't finished Ratchet and Clank because, but I think my counter is I played this game 58 hours. When you look, because I'm testing so many things, you know. It's unbelievable because it's such a great game. So it's not just it's also a great game to test actually the recordings and stuff like that, what I'm doing, because it's just perfect, the game. So that means always when I have some doubts that some Windows update messed up some recordings or whatsoever with HDR and stuff like that, I'm installing this game and just verifying because I know this is spot on. And I have 58 hours on this game without playing it, actually. It's just...
That's your go-to. That's your reference. Hey, someone here from Brazil, he's saying that he already got the PS5 Pro and it doesn't support full RGB at 120 hertz. He's saying it doesn't, that it is the same as the base PS5.
Yeah, that's what was worried about. It's the same 32 gigabit chip, you know, which is inside. It's the same. But don't get me wrong, that's all what you need. We have no problems at all with picture quality, in my opinion, on PlayStation 5 or something like that, you know. All this full RGB versus YCPCR and whatever is way too hyped, in my opinion. You know what I mean? It's just... So, but yeah, that's how it is. And we're not getting any improvement with the VRR range either. That's also... no, I'm not testing during the stream. So I don't have the PlayStation 5 Pro yet. I'm getting it on Thursday, the 7th. Unfortunately, I'm not big enough YouTuber to get Sony to send me something. They're not even replying to my emails, which they will regret this in a couple of years for sure. But anyway, because then, then that's how it is. What is this here? Is this $100 super chat?
Holy!
Is this $100 super chat? No, it's not dollars, huh?
Wow, whatever it is 100.
The number is great. I mean, if this is $100, you're crazy. Okay, but I say thank you very much because I can't believe this at the moment. If this is US dollar or whatever, so thank you very much for this. This is absolutely unbelievable. The holy light of... You have a great nickname, which I don't know. Is this a game or Thales Gap? Is this from an enemy? I like the picture. Not sure why. As much I like my 4090, the 5090 will be a day one pickup for me. Having my one-person lows, okay, because that's actually... He's absolutely right. People are always talking about, oh, I can now get 240 FPS. It's not important. The low one person is important because you like to have the one person as high as possible to have a stable experience. Yeah, I mean, absolutely.
That's the holy grail. But for that, everything matters. The RAM matters, the CPU matters, even your SSD, like everything matters. The game optimization mainly, of course.
I mean, I'm pretty sure if you plan to buy a 5090 and you don't have the latest CPU, then you need to upgrade the CPU as well, because otherwise it doesn't make sense. You know, it doesn't make sense, to be honest.
Yeah, you know, the thing that I'm most excited about the 5090 is not that it's going to give me more FPS. Of course it will. It's not that it's going to have better ray tracing performance, because I'm most likely going to turn it off. Even on the 5090, it's just going to get more pixels. But I believe that NVIDIA is going to drop a very, very huge upgrade when it comes to frame generation, and hopefully we can even get something like asynchronous projection or something like that. That would be fantastic. I would be over the moon. But minimum, they are going to 4x frame generation. I strongly believe that they're going to do that, because it makes a lot of sense with all the new monitors we're getting now that are 480 hertz. There's no way you're going to get 480 FPS just because of the CPU, even if you have that super powerful 5090. So they are going to come out with some truly amazing AI frame generation or something like that. That's what I am really looking forward to with that 5090.
Yeah, that's what. Just need to look for something. But again, thank you very much. The Holy Lights of House Tide Gap. This is a fantastic nickname. Thank you very much again. So what else do we have? We have so many stuff, really. Comments. And again, I think that Rebirth, Final Fantasy Rebirth, and oh my god, there's
Yeah,
so many
the thing,
comments, really.
you know why that game is so is being requested so much, because it runs horribly on the PS5. It's saying Silvio Roberto here. That's the thing. You have a game that looks terrible or runs very bad on the base PS5. You are expecting, so you can play the game. But here's the thing. Of course, more power is better. But all games have the potential to look perfect on the base PS5. And the problem is the game. So you play Ratchet and Clank, it looks great for you. All the games could look like that or even better. It's up to the developers. So when I think about a 5090, I am not thinking about, oh, now I'm gonna be able to run or to play a game that runs terrible right now for me. I am thinking about running the games that run well, amazing, even better, higher quality, more pixels. So basically what I'm saying is that the games that run very bad and look very bad, I don't even want to play them. I am not excited to get a 5090 so I can play terrible games. It's my point.
Absolutely. Yeah, correct. So what do we have? There's so many. Again, I think I will really test Rebirth first. Ratchet and Clank, I'm looking forward as well. The game is already so clean and so good looking. I'm looking forward actually to test this on the PlayStation 5 Pro again. How they can improve this? This is really. And Demon's Souls. I need to install it. I still have the disc version. I never sold it because I know this is a game I have to beat at some point. Final Fantasy 16 too. I'm not sure what was the issue with Final Fantasy 16. It was also a very blurry game. Or yes, correct. It was not very good looking actually in the first place, in my opinion. So what else do we have?
Yeah, I'm going reading the comments.
Yeah. Software is more important than hardware. That's absolutely correct.
Absolutely. I wouldn't say more important, but it's definitely at the same level for sure.
Yeah. I think the most of the comments what we're getting is actually Final Fantasy Rebirth and Demon's Souls. So GT7, yes, of course, will be on my list, but I can't see it that many times. So what else do we have? What is a AAA game which needs to be checked? So what about Horizon Forbidden West, actually? Is this on the list? That it gets even a little bit of a cleaner picture, because there's still some shimmering, which I don't like. Some shimmering, not much, but...
I see also people asking, requesting Batman Arkham Knight. That's one of my favorite looking games, but it's old. I don't think they're going to enhance it at all. There's a Unreal Engine 3 game. It looks absolutely amazing. One of my favorite looking games on the PC, even today. The destruction, the particle effects, all the, of course, music, everything. That game is just fantastic, in my opinion. It was a mess back when it released, but it is such a great looking game. But yeah, I don't think it's gonna have any enhancements because it's too old.
Probably. So what is the other game? Batman, which is just 30 FPS.
There's Arkham Asylum, City, Arkham Knight,
Okay.
and Yeah, that's a trilogy.
I made a video about this because I never checked it actually, and I found that HDR in this game is just absolutely spot on.
Yeah.
So fantastic. I can't remember the name now. One of the latest.
Yeah, and I
games.
like everything about that game. The music, the audio of the game is fantastic too. Yeah, and then they transition to the Suicide Squad. So basically, they suicide the Batman.
Yeah, that's
I don't
terrible.
know
Suicide
what
Squad was
happened.
terrible. I don't know. I
They
don't
were
like it at all.
they were basically one of my favorite studios, and I don't know what
Oh,
happened.
okay. I don't know what they have done, but Suicide Squad was really bad. So again, topic today is, and we're already over 1 hour. What games should I test on Thursday? So the first video, what I'm going to do is, of course, a quick unboxing video, blah blah blah, stuff like that, and then maybe just fire up a game and see what my first impression is. So what game should I actually fire up first? Should it be and what I can do is also I will put the PlayStation 5. Oh, I can't play 2 games at the same time. That's the problem because of the account. Anyway, but what game should I test first? Final Fantasy 7. Just from the first impression, not in regards of having a side-by-side comparison and frame rate comparison and stuff like that.
So I think we have a super chat here that is saying the new PS5 Pro will use AI to boost PS4 games. That's what I'm talking about. That's definitely what they should do. I'm not sure if someone can confirm this that already has the PS5 Pro, but that's the way to go. So thanks for the super chat, Flood 57. Thank you very much.
Yeah, that's interesting. Yeah, I mean, would be great to have actually a couple of older PlayStation 4 games now with a higher resolution, 60 FPS and stuff like that. This would be fantastic. Or even, I don't know, I mean, any games, you know what I mean? But I like that actually focusing on new games, utilizing the full PlayStation 5 Pro specs. And yes, I would hope that we have GTA 6 in 60 FPS, or at least a 40 FPS mode on a Pro. Because 30 FPS is just a pain in the air. No, really.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to this this game, Crimson Desert, this new game. I'm not sure when it's coming out. It is like Witcher kind of game, like fantasy. You're wearing a sword and magic and all of that, but it has some Zelda vibes when it comes to the exploration and the wonder and the verticality of the game. You drop from the sky, and it's a huge open world with incredible draw distance. Actually, the only thing I am not sure about the game when it comes to the graphics, because it looks amazing, is the color grading. Or there's something weird with the whites on that game. It looks too white, like it's not, but not in a washed out way. It is like blown out. It looks a little bit blown out. All like the day is so white. It doesn't look warm. It's like cold. It's like very cold color temperature. It's like if they had the white balance in cold or something. It looks kind of strange, but it's the gameplay is looking amazing. Crimson Desert. It's looking
Crimson Desert. Okay.
Yeah, it's very, very impressive. So that would be a game that would be great to try.
I think it was Batman Arkham Knights. Yeah, Arkham Knights. Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, that's the one I'm talking about. That looks better than, I mean, most games today. I would say it looks amazing. That game, and it looks amazing also because you can destroy everything with the Batmobile. You go, you against a building and it breaks, and the particle effects, the destruction is great. And yeah, the music, everything about that game, I like it a lot.
The SSD can just be swapped from the PlayStation 5 to the Pro. That's what I think will happen. Yeah, I don't think they're changing anything in terms of that. I mean, at the end, it's a M2 port. You know what I mean? There's nothing new. You know what I mean? You can just change it. Yes.
Yeah, but the thing with the bigger SSD capacity is that usually they last longer and they have faster. When you copy or paste something, or it has a longer period of time where the speed is completely maxed out.
Yeah.
Like it has a bigger cache.
I mean, that's actually one of the because I'm testing so many games on the PlayStation 5. It's annoying that the capacity is so low. It's just 660 gigabyte when you think about it. And now we have 2 terabyte, I think. But of course, with all, maybe it's 1 point whatever terabyte at the end. That's a big upgrade, actually, a very big upgrade in my opinion. But I mean, I was expecting this because releasing PlayStation 5 Pro again with just 1 terabyte, which is not even close to 1 terabyte, would be a big failure, And I'm not happy to buy an external SSD for a lot of money,
Yeah, especially the SSD, you have to put it on the PS5. It's not cheap.
Formula 124, yes. I'm actually looking forward to test this game, but I know there would be not much interest in, but I like Formula 1 games.
Yeah, racing games have always been good to showcase the new console. It's like a tradition.
Yeah, so this Arkham Knights is locked to 30 FPS. Yes. So is it on the list already for an PlayStation 5 Pro?
Yeah, probably not.
Oh no. Yeah, that's a good the Gollum. Yeah, this is, I think, game of the year with PlayStation 5 Pro enhancements. I think 5 people bought the game back then.
And they refunded.
Yeah, they refunded, yes. Oh my goodness. So Bloodborne will look better on the Pro. I don't think so. If they're not changing a couple of things or improving again, it's interesting, if how the dynamic resolution works and stuff like that. If it's like on PC, then it can be look better immediately. Or maybe it's just restricted, because it's using coded factors, like, nothing can improve. Even you have now suddenly a 5090 or whatever, it will still just be 1440p. I don't know, but that's something really I like to look into. Yeah, Final Fantasy 7. Oh, Metro Exodus. You know what has great HDR? Metro Exodus. Not on a PC out of the box.
Well, on the PC, actually, I opened Metro Exodus like less than a year ago, and it was fixed. I don't know.
It was fixed?
It was perfect. The black,
because of my
perfect,
video.
perfect blacks. So, but maybe, I don't know. Maybe I don't remember changing the Steam launcher like what you recommended. That
Yeah.
I don't remember doing that. It was perfect.
Or maybe they just fixed it because you had to just put this command line in the launcher and it was perfect. And I was like, "Are you kidding me?"
Yeah, it was perfect.
Baldur's Gate 3, yeah. Okay, that's really a game as soon as I retire, I play Baldur's Gate 3.
Actually, Marcus, it seems like it was actually a $100 donation.
Bloody hell, huh?
So, yeah. Wow.
But it was your donation,
Amazing. Well,
what
can I say? Just let me know
because you need a 5090.
I always answered all the comments, and I treat everyone. I try to help everyone equally. But I mean, if you ever need something or have a question, just let me know. I'll try my best to help you too.
Absolutely, that's what we're here for. And if you have a question, just put a Q in front, which makes it much easier because we have so many comments at the moment.
Actually, I was looking at the summary of the month. YouTube gives you a summary. I had almost 2,000 comments in the month, and I replied to all of them. All of them.
I can't do this anymore.
That's a lot of work.
It doesn't work. Sorry for that. It doesn't work because I try, of course, when I'm releasing a new video that all the people saying thank you or whatever, giving a heart or whatever, but I can't reply to all it. It doesn't.
It's
You
a
sit
lot.
there for hours.
Yes,
It
it is a lot.
Oh yeah, here finally 30 FPS gives me headache. Yes, same here.
Actually, I was trying today the Game Motion Plus for 30 FPS on the S95C, and I don't think it's actually doubling the frame rate.
No, it
It
doesn't
is
look nice.
improving. It is improving the frame rate. It is removing the stutter for the most part, but it's not 60. And the reason why I believe that is because when you use that DJ10 with BFI, it's not actually giving you 120. Like it's looking kind of stuttery. Like you're getting a little bit of double image. So I don't think it's doubling the 30. But for 30 FPS, I think this Samsung TVs with the Game Motion Plus is definitely a great thing to have. It actually looks so much better. So yeah, you can
Yeah, but
play
of
them
course,
stuff.
if you try it with 60 FPS games, then
Yeah, it's so much better.
that's the way to go. To be honest, yeah, that's how it is. Isn't Crimson Desert single player? I don't know. I
Yeah,
never heard about this game, to be honest.
yeah. I mean, that game is looking like a showstopper. Amazing everything. I mean, everything about that game looks amazing. It seems too good to be true. That's the thing.
Okay.
So hopefully,
Unreal Engine 5?
no, it's actually
No.
an in-house engine, which is that's the first thing that I search. Oh, that cannot be Unreal Engine. It's an in-house engine, which is promising. Very, very
Yeah,
good.
I'm going to test Concord. I ordered the disc version, but it's not available anymore. I don't know why. It's just I don't know. Yeah, Star Wars Outlaws. Interesting. A very blurry and not really looking good game, even on the PC, in my opinion. It's not it's not a good looking game.
And I don't know why, because the Snowdrop engine was amazing. For I played the Division, and that game looks very good, very, very good. And also
I
Avatar
don't
was
know.
using the same Snowdrop engine. I haven't tested Avatar yet, but everyone says it
Drive
looks
Club.
amazing.
I think I never played Drive Club. Is it a 30 FPS game on a console? Is it now enhanced to 60? I never played it, but apparently it's one of the best racing games. I think I need to play this. And Black Ops 6, yeah. So I'm doing my next video after this live stream. I'm working on my HDR analyze for Black Ops 6 because I have to do it. So many people are asking for it. And it's actually worth to do it because HDR looks really, really good in this game. So I expect this next, okay? By this evening, okay? So it's morning here in Australia, okay?
Look at this. Kid Huggy says, Lords of the Fallen was half price. Announced the Pro back to normal price. We'll wait for Black Friday, but I bet the only games that will be discounted will be on the base PS5. Huh.
That's how it is, yeah. Same happened with Horizon Zero Dawn. As soon there was the remastered announced, the game went up in price again. But that's just normal. What can you? I don't even blame the companies. I don't even blame Sony for that because they know exactly they need to sell. And the people will buy regardless. That's how it is. But I mean, Horizon Zero Dawn was for free. I think was it for free for some time?
Included with the subscription.
Yeah. But anyway, that's how it is, yeah. We will see a lot of this, coming up. If there are huge games announced, what do you think what will happen with Red Dead Redemption 2 if they're putting a 60 FPS patch out? They're not giving this for free.
No, absolutely not. Here, Nasser says, do you think PSSR would get updated versions? I believe so because, I mean, one of the best things about DLSS, and I think with PSSR is probably like a beta version of FSR4. Probably. I'm not sure if it's using AI, but one of the best things about this upscaling is that all the upscaling techniques really, they get updated, they improve, and on the PC you can just copy and paste the latest update from DLSS and basically update all the games. That's one of the best things we have. So I think they should do the same for the PS5 Pro. Just keep the games updated with the best.
I'm pretty sure. So if it's a software, because it's a software thing, you know what I mean? So they will update this for sure. And I hope, I'm not sure if I can probably do some, yes, with Ratchet and Clank, I'm able to do some DLSS versus PSSR comparisons.
Yeah.
And I'm looking forward to this actually, because some people mentioned already it's very close to DLSS quality, which would be a huge improvement over FSR. Believe me, this would already improve the games so massively. And Virtual is asking, will you test the modes for Stellar Blade? Probably, especially the animations, because that's the most important part. Going up the ladder or whatever. I like this game, really. Do you have a link showing Destiny 2 getting Pro enhancements? No, I don't have a link at the moment. Sorry for that. Once you try 60 or more FPS, you can never go back. Yeah, don't try 120, okay? Don't go up. Oh my god.
Yeah, just people are really excited with this. I think, I mean, if you get excited with a new console or TVs, I think my excitement is, how can I? So how the stuff that I already experienced, how is that going to be better now? And go back and play all the old games. Of course, it would be better if they have new games, but I'm sure most people are looking forward to try their favorite games to see how they look so much better now. That's why my main question would be, how are all these old games going to be enhanced, if any? Because that's the most important thing, in my opinion, just to get better everything. Because it's like when you upgrade your PC, you get better everything. So, and that's the best thing about it. So
yeah. But looking forward for this, actually. Testing so many things. But as I said already, I think Final Fantasy VII and Demon Souls will be the first. But I like to see Ratchet and Clank, really. I like to see how they actually improve this also already very great looking game. Absolutely.
Neo Codex here says, same issue with Black Desert Aerial. I know what you mean. It is over exposition. Yeah, so that's what I was talking about, that the game looks like too cool, or the whites are. So I think they might be doing that intentionally to make it look more impressive, because they know what people are attracted to. So they're trying to make it look more cool, more bright and impressive. Like it's not. Maybe it's intentional, and I don't think it's a great idea. But let's see. At the end, we have to try them on our own, screen and see how it looks. But I'm afraid it's gonna look a little bit weird.
They improved the animations in AB. I think he means Stellar Blade. We should have. Yeah, I saw actually something they improved really the animations. More realistic and stuff like that, which is really fantastic. You think? I think I have to make a special just for this. Spider-Man, yes. Any of the three. Draft Club was so heavy on PlayStation 4 that even on the Pro and unlocked FPS, they barely reached 40 FPS. Okay. Okay, that means I need to test this game. I need to find a list again. There's somewhere the list. You can download it or find it on the internet. The PlayStation 5 Pro enhancements. And then go to the list. But again, Final Fantasy VII, Demon Souls, Ratchet and Clank, Horizon Zero Dawn, all those games. Oh my god, this will be so. I have to quit my job. So many videos you can do. Unbelievable. I hope you watched them all, okay?
Yeah, I think
have a
your
question?
channel is going to explode with the PS5
Nah.
Pro.
Now the thing is, what I really a little bit, not yeah, actually a little bit pissed because so many people are already getting PlayStation 5 Pros and whatever and output and doing videos and stuff like that, and of course bigger YouTube channels, they have already access to it, months before. You can't compete with that. You can't compete. There's no way. And this makes me really a little bit, how can you do that? But I mean, you have to grow, and at some point you have the same benefits probably. Let me answer this one. Isra, Marcus, how is the availability for the PlayStation 5 disk drive in Australia? There's no chance to get one in Germany. Actually, the reason why I can't purchase a Pro, that's a good question. So as soon I learned about PlayStation 5 Pro and that I need a disk drive, I ordered it 5 minutes later because I knew exactly what will happen. All those people, that try to make money off this stuff will buy everything. You know what I mean? And I bought one, just one here. Just one. I'm not a scammer or whatever. I don't want to make money out of this. But maybe I'm even just checking now if it's actually available. I'm not even sure. PlayStation 5 disk drive. No, not on Amazon. Interesting.
You know what? I would like Xbox to respond to this PS5 Pro because it is never good to have that disparity. You have the Xbox and then you have the S that's lower power, and now you have the PS5 and now you have the Pro. So if you get a new game now, it needs to run on the S, on the it's too many systems that are not at the same level.
I know what you mean. So the S in this case, in the beginning I was like, oh yeah, they have a S now. Now here it is. Looks good. Why not? If people don't want to pay so much money, they just getting the S. But the more you learned about the restrictions, the S was a very bad decision, in my opinion.
Yeah,
it's bad. It's bad. Hey, we have Glassy. How are you, buddy? I don't want to cancel my pre-order, but at the same time, I know I won't have time to use it anyway, so I might. Yes, that's the problem. Time is a problem, not money, actually. So it's very simple. When you're young, time is not a problem at all, but money is. As soon you get older, money, most of the time, is not a problem, but time. This is not fair, really. But anyway. You don't. Why you're laughing? You're young and have money. So...
Well, I am very fortunate. I feel I don't have a lot of money, but I just have enough to enjoy.
I'm just kidding. We're just kidding around. You know what I mean? But I think we can't complain at all. Okay, so that's what I'm trying to say here. Yeah. No scalpers this time around. It has constantly been available. Oh, okay. So I just checked disk drive in 3 shops. It's not available at the moment. But maybe that's how it is.
Yeah, but the PS5 Pro, he's saying
it's available here. It's available here. But I think, I don't know if they just have more hardware to sell this time, or maybe because it's just an upgrade. It's not like a new thing, you know what I mean? Not all the PlayStation 5 owners will suddenly upgrade to PlayStation 5 Pro. This is not going to happen. Especially, most of the time I have so many friends or parents, that bought their PlayStation for the kids. They're not buying a PlayStation 5 Pro.
They wouldn't notice the difference anyway. Yeah. So I saw a kid on my computer open Spider-Man, and it was at 24 hertz, the resolution, for some reason. And I'm like, okay, let me change it because it's not working right now. And he didn't care about it. Like, he was playing it before with much higher frame rate, and he didn't even care or notice that for 24 hertz, 24 frames per second. It was looking terrible. He don't care. The kid doesn't care about that.
Yeah, I know. That's how it is. Yeah, that's how it is. Hey, Lotus, how are you? You don't really need the stand. It's metal. I mean, it looks nice, to be honest. And maybe I'm getting it at some point. But I think, was it $59 here? I'm just not happy to pay so much money for a stupid stand, really.
I think it was like $80. I'm not sure.
Really? It's just Apple
piece of
prices. You know what I mean? It's just.
It's just a proprietary piece of plastic.
Hey, Matt is in the house. I'm buying 2. I have to replace both my digital and disc version. Okay. That's good. I was thinking about as well, maybe, but it's $1,200 here, 1,300 or 1,200. It doesn't matter, really. Just it's just too much money here. You know what I mean? It's really not affordable in my opinion. The PlayStation 5 Pro, and that's what I'm looking forward to. It really the difference between the standard PlayStation 5 and then playing the same game on the PlayStation 5 Pro. Is it really worse? You know what I mean? Hola, Ariel. Mystic.
If you go in Mystic, he always has the 4090. I'm sure he's gonna get the 5090 and all the latest CPU and all of that.
So what's a cheaper alternative to a G4, the S95C?
Well, I mean, for the price I got it, for sure. I mean, that was crazy. $760 for a 55-inch OLED. It doesn't even need to be good. It just has to turn on and work. So yeah, let alone the S95C. It's amazing. Yeah, G4 is a lot more expensive.
So he is writing in America, money is always a problem. Australia, not so much. I tend to disagree. It really depends, probably where you. I'm just lucky, Hey, it's not now. Okay, I wouldn't say that. I put a lot of effort. I had my electrician license, made in Germany. I did a lot of studying and stuff like that. You have to do something to get somewhere. They're not just waiting for you. You know what I mean? And now I'm very fortunate that I'm earning really good money here in Australia. I earned very good money in Germany as well, but the living costs in Germany are much higher than in Australia. I would never be able. Well, it's very hard to afford a house in Germany. It was not a problem here with my income to afford a house, So yes, it's considering my situation, it's much easier in Australia compared to Germany. I have no idea about the US, to be honest. No idea.
The US, you have to work and be successful, study, work hard, but it's amazing. But some people, nothing is perfect, but the US is so amazing, especially coming from where I come from, where it doesn't matter if you see everything you've done. It doesn't matter. You can be engineer, write a book, be amazing, be an athlete, whatever, musician. It doesn't matter. There's no way you can really have all this stuff that we have here in the US and all the opportunities. This country is amazing. So I'm so happy to be here.
That's good. But again, it's your own effort. You know what I mean? It has to be a little bit with luck. Of course, you need to be on the right spot at the right time. But the rest is really up to you. You can change whenever you want. That's my opinion.
Yeah.
But anyway, this is off topic. Okay. So what games should I test on Thursday? So the plan is on Thursday. I'm getting up in the morning, kick wife out and the kids out, because I can't see them on this day. And then wait for my text, where you can pick up your PlayStation. And then going there and pick up my PlayStation. And then do a quick, hello, I'm here now, updating, whatever. No one cares about unboxing anymore. You know what I mean? That's how it is.
Yeah, why not? Do it.
Okay, do an unboxing. 3-hour unboxing video.
Share the hype.
3-hour unboxing video,
Oh, maybe you can get it before the day. Don't you get things earlier sometimes?
Yeah, but they're very restricted. You know what I mean? So even I talked to some, because of course they're getting the stuff delivered a week before or whatever. You know what I mean? That's how it is, because they need to logistic and stuff like that. But I talk to them and say, no, mate, I can't do this. I have and I understand this. You know what I mean? If they're giving me something early or whatever, and someone finds out, they will lose that job. Maybe it's not worth it. But yeah, I would love to. But anyway, this is why you should subscribe. Okay, do me a favor, subscribe, like, and watch always the whole videos. Also on Ariel's channel, because what I found is the longer you watch, the highly it is recommended by YouTube. because they're really looking at algorithms and stuff like that, and if you even have, let's say, 100,000 dislikes, YouTube will recognize this video as someone that people actually are participating with this kind of
engagement.
And because YouTube likes to make money, so they will push this video, regardless if it is bad or not. Because people watching it. That's the best thing what you can do, is really watch the full video from the beginning to the end. Really, this is the best way to support, because then you get we're getting the most ad revenue. That's how it works, really. Yeah, I'm sorry, off topic again. But again, there's someone do an unboxing video. Okay, I do it. That's it. A 4.5 hours unboxing video. That's it. And here we have this little screw. I hate those videos where they're putting the main part away and starting with, we have here this composite cable. And have you but
you know what? I actually enjoyed the unboxing video I did for the TV, because usually when you see an unboxing video, it looks easy. It looks like, okay, here's the box. Boom. It's no longer on the box. It's right here. It's like too easy. So I wanted to show in real time the struggle, because maybe someone has never experienced how to get, a brand new TV out of the box. And he wants to do it himself. So yeah, I enjoy doing that. So I would like it live, no cuts, no editing. But yeah, most people are not interested in that.
Nah, because it's it was a big thing. When I started YouTube, unboxing videos was like, oh my god, you know what I mean? Because it was new. But now, what are you unboxing? What are you expecting? You're unboxing now the LG G5. It will be the same as the G4. There's no difference. Oh, here's a stand. It looks slightly different, but But yeah, okay, I will do an unboxing video just for you, Anthony. Just for you. Private video. No, fine. There's so many content, what I need to, and I need to start pre-recording stuff, because I don't want to start because I can record already the PlayStation 5 material, and then I just have to record the PlayStation 5 Pro. But believe me, it's so hard. Really, sometimes people, I'm getting so many comments, oh, can you do this? Can you do this? Why you haven't done this? And why you're not testing this? Have you tried it? How many hours you actually sit there just to make sure that your settings on your bloody PC is correct, that you do the right thing? This is unbelievable.
Yeah. I mean, I try to not be focused and allowing myself to have mistakes on the videos, and nothing is perfect, because otherwise I would not upload anything, because I always make a mistake, or the camera settings were wrong, or this look out of focus, or I said this wrong. So I'm like, okay, I have to accept this.
That's the thing, First of all, we don't have that much time. We don't have a team behind us, I mean, and we don't have the tools, and the experience, of course. It takes years for that, you know what I mean? But I mean, look, just, do me a favor, in a couple of years, you watch your first video, and then you watch your recent video, and then you just compare, and then you can see how far you actually go.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because you improve always very little steps, but you can't see it. But then when you go back, my first video, oh my god, how I'm talking to the camera, oh my god, something.
Yeah, your communication skills, especially because English is not our native language, we improve a lot, just our communication skills.
Yeah. That's interesting. Can your CapCut record 4K 120? So it can record 4K 120 hertz, but it can record 120 hertz, but not in 120 FPS, just 60 FPS. Okay, so it can receive 120 hertz, and then it can record in 60 FPS, which is fine for doing comparison side by side. If you like to do frame rate analysis, and you would try to record 4K 120 FPS lossless, there's not a single SSD out there which can actually record. I tested this. No way. You have to use 1080p. And I have NVMe drives with 7,500 megabytes per second. And maybe the newer one, I think they're going up to 10,000 now. Maybe they can do it, but no way. But believe me, for frame rate analysis, 1080p is more than enough, because all what you like to see is how the game is performing. You don't need to see the details and stuff like that. But yeah, I have a couple of cap cards. I have so many cards, unbelievable. Too many. So what else do we have? So guys, are we agreeing on Final Fantasy VII? Can we do something like a poll here? No, I can't. Can I do it here? I would like to have a poll. Engage with your audience. Start a poll. Okay, this is cool. Okay, start a question. Optional. Oh, you can't have. You can't have multi. Okay, then let's do this. Let's do this. Okay, I don't know if this works. So let me know if you would like to see Final Fantasy VII Rebirth for the first time. The first game ever I'm testing on a PlayStation 5 Pro. And don't expect something like Digital Foundry, even better, because, you know, can do it. No, but expect something in this case, because I really like to go into details and show actually the difference. But I also like to, because this is sometimes what I'm a little bit missing, you know, and other videos from other YouTube channels, the first impression. Really, is it like, oh my God, this is such a big difference, you know? And then, of course, show in details, because I actually, so if Ariel says to me, you know, he's testing something and I say, oh my God, you have to try this, I believe him. You know what I mean? I don't even need to see a side-by-side comparison, because that's all what I need. Okay, he's saying it's unbelievable. I need to test it.
Yeah, and the thing is, if you really give your honest impressions, it might not be spectacular. So if like, you know, you might be frustrated with something, or something is not working, but that's real. So if it is real, it's valuable. So your honest first impressions definitely matter a lot.
Yeah, and that's what the plan is actually, you know, because I think people are subscribing to channels because they're trusting the person, and this is good thing, because that's what I like to have, you know. And then, of course, you know, if Ariel says, oh, this TV, or you have to do this, or you have to do the 2000 nits hack on the S95C, you know, then I probably will do it, because yeah, why not?
No, actually, I'm gonna be very conservative with that, because the thing is, yeah, brighter is better, but you're risking. And the thing is, we will get used to whatever. So it doesn't matter how bright something gets or how awesome, you're gonna get used to it. So I don't want people to feel like they are missing out on anything because they don't want to risk or something. So I'm gonna be very, very conservative on my.
But from a technical point of view, it's really good to show what the display is capable of, because the rest is just software. You know what I mean? And even now, off topic, but again, even now they're improving the display now even further. My goodness, 3000 nits, you know, at some point with OLED, and at some point it's just enough, to be very honest.
It is possible right now with the S95D. You go to the service menu, you can get 3000 nits. That's gonna be wild. I mean, so yeah, it is awesome, but yeah, you're definitely, you know, running the risk. So, but I'm not going to hype it up. I'm not gonna be, because I don't want people to feel like pressure. Oh, I have to do it because, you know, I'm missing out. I don't want people to have that.
And this kind of stuff is really dangerous, because you're entering the service menu and stuff like that. It's really dangerous, you know.
Yeah.
And believe me, as soon something is failing and you claim warranty, I don't know how it is in the US.
Well, actually, I'm going to explain how to. Basically, you can erase every trace of what you did. There's a guide, so you can. So if a tech checks the TV, it will have no way of knowing. You can reset everything.
Okay, I'm waiting for a video. What is he writing about? 1590, 2200 watt.
He bought a 2200 watts PSU with two 12 volts connector 2x6. So to be ready for the 5090. So
Yeah, but that's not enough.
so he's saying that he paid almost the same for the 5090 as the PS5 Pro. Of course, he paid like triple. But yeah, I mean that's gonna be wild. Like
that's
like
the
one of
next
those.
thing, you know. I put a 1200 watt PSU in this PC with the 4080 because I thought, you know, you upgrade at some point, but I think maybe 1200 watt is not even enough.
Yeah, I mean, of course 2200 is gonna be overkill, but when it comes to efficiency, I think if you are using half of the capabilities of the PSU, it might be better, might be more efficient, so it might be more, durable,
It really
more
depends.
quiet.
Really depends, yeah. So usually the sweet spot is around 80-85%, but it depends on the PSU, really.
Yeah.
But you don't bother about efficiency anyway when you have a 5090. What are you talking about?
Of course not.
You turn the thing on and you use 1 kilowatt in the house.
That's gonna be wild.
We have always the discussion with my wife, you know, when we have power bills, because since we moved together 5-6 years ago, we moved together, 7 years or whatever. You know, she hardly uses anything. You know, she watch on her phone or whatsoever. But I have 2 PCs running, PlayStation, Xbox. Of course, you can imagine. You know, the counter is like crazy, and you know, say, oh, another. You know, $250 bill, and she, why? For what? So, it's so expensive, the power here.
Yeah, it's your fault.
Shit.
Yeah, I mean, it definitely uses power. I mean, I was having issues with the electricity at my home. I had to fix it. It's fixed already, but I was not able to use the PC and the 2 TVs together. The voltage was dropping, and the TV was turning off. So yeah, these PCs, you know, gaming PC with a TV and all that, it definitely uses a lot of power.
So what is this question here from Devon? What's the exact relation between peak brightness for one person highs and average brightness level? Oh, okay. So peak brightness for 1%, you have 1%, you know, of your screen, you know, 1% is a very tiny spot. And that's the peak brightness, what the screen can do. Average brightness is, in general, what the picture has on brightness average. You know what I mean? So because you have, of course, very dark scenes, very bright scenes, and the average is in the middle. But maybe you're also talking about full screen brightness. So
yeah.
Full screen brightness can never be as high as peak brightness for a little spot because of the power consumption. It would not work. I'm pretty sure they can make it because if one spot can have 1000 nits, the full screen would be able to have 1000 nits as well. But you would heat up the whole screen. That from a thermal perspective, it's probably not possible, and power consumption would be over the roof.
Yeah. So think about it this way: is a power restriction. So you can calculate it as a percentage. If you can get on a 10% window 1000 nits, then how much can you get on a 50% window? So you can actually calculate that, and based on power, you can get very close to the ABL limitations that we have on these TVs. And most likely the ABL limitations are very similar between the OLEDs. They're very close.
So Dimitri is saying Final Fantasy VII first, Alan Wake 2 next. So interesting, the poll right now is 51 for no. So it's a clear yes then for me. So what game then? You know, if you're not happy with Final Fantasy VII, what then? Demon's Souls. Let me do another poll. We have to finish this one first. I'm new to this YouTube stuff, okay? Let's end this one. So it's 50-50, let's say, okay? So what about Demon's Souls? Let's create a new song. Demon Souls. Protest? Question mark. Start poll. Unbelievable what we can do nowadays with internet. It's crazy. But yeah, now Final Fantasy VII is definitely on my list, and I need to start recording. And then Demon's Souls. Yes, that's what I do. And I saw a couple of comments with, are you checking HDR and whatsoever? So there will be no change in terms of HDR settings for any game. I'm pretty sure about that. If they're not improving HDR on purpose, then there will be no difference between PlayStation Base and Pro.
I think that was a big miss for Sony, because they could easily add another feature like an auto HDR, and then just be a selling point, and it wouldn't cost them a lot of money. I'm sure like a good auto HDR that supports the system level calibration for all games, that would be very good.
I mean, there are so many things I don't understand with PlayStation. And just the other day, because I run out of space again, I put some games on my hard drive external. And during this procedure, you can't do anything else. You copy your whole library, what you have installed, on the SSD, on an external SSD, but you have to stay on the window and watch how it's done. On the Xbox, you just go out, let this do in the background, play a game, all good. I don't understand this. And this sounds ridiculous, sounds like a first world problem, but it's annoying. Yeah. It is annoying. So, and this is just a software limitation, nothing else. And I don't understand why it's not possible. And the same with 120 hertz refresh rate. Why we can't trigger 120 hertz all the time, like on the Xbox?
To get better input lag, even for
why
60
not?
FPS. Yeah.
What's the limitation? There is zero limitations.
Yeah, because 60 FPS sample and hold looks the same. 60 FPS 120 hertz looks the same as 60 FPS 60 hertz sample and hold. But with 120 hertz output, you get better, a little bit better input lag.
Yeah.
So it is better. You can do that on the Xbox, not on the PS5.
Yeah, I don't know why. But anyway,
I see some people also asking you to try Space Marines 2. It is a big deal. I think
the game on the PlayStation, yeah.
Game is very popular. It looks like an old school game, like the kind of games that we don't get anymore. It has a very fun gameplay. I have to play it.
So I played it with two friends. I found actually two friends to play with, and it was fun. So multiplayer is really good. Nice. It's a fun multiplayer game. Absolutely. Who really buy 4090? Almost, I did. Almost. So again, I bought my 4080 for 1,800 Australian dollars. If the 4090 would be, let's say, 2,200, 2,300, I would buy a 4090. But it was $3,000. It's still that high, and I'm not. There was just even 1,800 Australian dollars. If you know, my first car when I moved to Australia was $4,500. And now, a couple of years later, I'm fortunate and lucky that I can afford a 1,800 4080 GPU. Just a GPU. That's it. You can't do anything. If you just buy the GPU, put it on a desk, that's it. That's it. You can't do anything.
So you can buy the GPU and then save for the motherboard and wait another 6 months.
Yeah, save for the motherboard. And then you can get RAM. You can start with 8 GB of RAM. Very cheap, maybe. Let's give it a try. And you can use a hard drive, not an SSD. You get there.
Yeah.
You get there.
You can also buy the car by parts. You can start with the wheels and then get the seats.
Yeah, absolutely. Now it's just crazy what this costs, and But I said it already. If I would be just a gamer, but even then, even then, NVIDIA is the way to go in GPUs with DLSS. Just DLSS is a game changer in my opinion. And nowadays, unfortunately, you need that. Yeah. What is this here? Vincent did the measurements of power usage, and the 77-inch G4 uses less power than a 65-inch S95D. QD OLED is very power hungry. Yeah, okay, probably, but they have, of course, also very bright picture.
Well, I can tell you this. the S95C definitely consumes more power than the LG C1. 55-inch is the S95C. It's a little bit bigger. The C1 is 48. But the difference is huge because when I had these power issues, I was keeping my eyes on my power supply. I have a power supply that tells me the voltages. So it was dropping significantly more with the S95C. So for example, with the S95C, it was like 105 volts from 120. And with the C1, it was dropping down to 117, 115. There's a big difference. That's just the issue that I had. But yeah, that tells you it uses more power.
So Mo just worked out for 2 hours, and here I am. Very good. Thank you very much. I need to work out as well. I have such a big belly now. It's unbelievable. But that's comes with age.
Try some pull-ups. They are great for your back.
You know what I'm doing later? I'm going in the garden and do some weeding, and that's it.
Okay.
That's what I have to do today.
I think because they stretch my back nice. So you just hang up and it stretches your back.
Yeah, but you're just 25 years old, I'm going straight to 50. Yeah, so that's the difference.
But my record is 40 pull-ups in one set.
Shut up. Fucking 40 pull-ups. That's all, really?
Yeah.
Oh my God, this is really. I don't think I can. I can't do 10. Maybe I can do 5. Maybe I can do 5.
Yeah, it's great.
Different story. We have at some point a live stream about how good I was back then when I was 16, and how bad I am now. Anyway, we have a clear winner for Demon Souls. I think 62% saying yes. Demon Souls Pro test first. Let's do Demon Souls and then Final Fantasy. What do you think? Let's do this.
Well, that's what Sony did with the PS5. So you still have the same games.
Yeah. I will do this then. Okay. Demon Souls. So it's 2 hours. Let's come to an end. It's 2 hours. We had a lot of fun today. Bloody hell.
Yeah.
Just maybe if you want to, another $100 super chat, no worries. You have now the time.
I mean, I didn't, go crazy with it because it's kind of unbelievable that someone.
This is crazy.
$100.
Unbelievable.
Let me tell you this: it wasn't me. Because I know that there are some YouTube channels that they send themselves money, so it looks impressive.
Really?
It was not me. Like, I'm here. It was not my family either. Someone really dropped $100. That's incredible.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
So yeah,
this is absolutely really crazy. But this is not. I watched a couple of streamers. They have 1,000 streamer of views or whatever all the time, and I saw once, and I'm not kidding, a $1,000 super chat.
They sent it.
I looked twice, and I said, "No, this is 1, 2, 3 zeros. This is $1,000." And the guy, he said, "Oh, $1,000. Thank you, guy," and that's all. That's what he did. Probably he never experienced so many $1,000, but he was not like, "Oh my God, $1,000." He was like, "Oh, $1,000. That's new. Thank you." And that's it.
You've seen this crazy guy. He's a character, Dr. Disrespect.
Oh,
he goes crazy with the donations. He's like, "Thank you for the $3,000 donation." So he goes crazy.
What?
With it.
A $3,000?
Yeah. I think it's a lie. It's like they send it to themselves. But the thing is,
I literally think there are people out there that are doing this. I literally think so, because if you're a big fan and maybe you can afford it, but it's so if I'm doing a $10 donation, that's already for me personally. Oh, that's $100. I don't know. It's not that I can afford it, but compared to my income, $100 is like crazy.
Well,
you know what I mean?
Some people are like very, very, very successful in life, and this person, it was upgrading from a 4090 to a 5090. So he was kind enough to bless us with a little bit of his success. So thank you very much.
It's absolutely fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. Now, we thank all of you, of course. But again, if you like to support our channels and if you like to see more videos, then just spend or just drop a $5,000 donation, because then I can quit my job and I can just do YouTube. That's how it is, you know. The problem is really that I would love to do YouTube full time, but it doesn't work out. It's not paying my bills.
Well,
Not
I
even
have to
close.
say that you know, the support has been amazing lately with the, you know, when I got the S95C too, people went crazy. And a lot of people ask me, hey, you should become a TV reviewer, just get the G4 and put it side by side. And honestly, if people were going to watch the videos like that, it would make sense for me, because I made a lot more money this month. And I don't do it for the money, but it definitely helps the cause for sure.
Well, that's do you have a camera here installed? That's actually what I'm doing very often, you know. I'm just, you know, come home from work, you know, open a beer, sit in front of my S95C and just, you know, that's it.
Hey, by the way, I remember Chris D, you mentioned on the previous live stream that you couldn't comment on my videos because you're blocked. I don't remember how that happens, but I researched how to unblock someone from YouTube. And you're supposed to go to the your Google profile and then see the list of people. I don't see anyone there. And I've definitely blocked some people if you say something crazy or offend me or something. But I don't know actually how to unblock, how to unban you if you're banned on my channel for something you said. And I would. So if you know how to, drop it in the comment section of Marcus' channel on the video from Marcus, because you cannot do it on my channel. And I would unblock you. If I don't remember why I block you, then it's not relevant anymore. So yeah.
That's good. We can do this. So last comments, okay? He said it's all good, Ariel.
Okay.
Yeah, YouTube only censors comments, and that's good, because sometimes some people are just idiots. Full stop. That's my opinion. They can't have a normal conversation, and I'm pretty happy that YouTube actually works pretty well. But that's a different story. Okay. Last comments. Okay. So we decided Thursday. So what I'm doing after this, probably have to have a look what my family is doing, and then starting on Black Ops 6. Call of Duty HDR review, just a very quick one, like the other videos, you know, just 3, 4, 5 minutes, not going crazy with videos anymore. And then, yeah, PlayStation 5 Pro Thursday.
Yeah, I'm uploading a video I recorded today, and then I'm gonna enjoy my S95C. Okay,
good. That's good. It's good. Of course, on Wednesday is my stream with Adam from Sydney, as always.
I haven't seen the videos. You said you were gonna.
No. It has to be edited and stuff like that. You know, we have a lot of footage. It's done by third party editing. You know what I mean? It's not done by us.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. It will take some time, you know, to get this done.
Nice.
What game I will test? Demon's Souls is the first game I will test, okay? And then Final Fantasy Rebirth. Okay? I'm too late. Yes, sorry, Grant, you're too late, because now we're actually finishing up because it's over 2 hours. But we had a lot of fun. I think this was one of the best, or the best, you know, streams what we had so far. And yes, Space Marines, it's apparently also interesting. Okay, no worries. Okay, I will do everything. Okay, everything what you like. No worries. Okay, thank you very much, guys. Any last words, Ariel?
Well, thanks for everyone for being here. I mean, this was awesome. We definitely have to, you know, keep it consistent so people, you know, tune in.
Yeah. The plan is every Sunday morning for me here, every Saturday evening for you. Correct? Yes.
Yeah.
That's the plan.
Saturday
what we're moving forward.
Actually, it's Saturday night when I do it.
Okay. So what's the night? And 6 p.m. 7?
I started at 5:30.
Okay.
5:30 p.m.
But it's probably not a bad time, because I mean we had a lot of viewers today, so it's for both actually not a bad time. You know what I mean? I like it. I like it. because nothing is more disappointing when you do a stream and no one is watching. I don't like this. What's the point then? But anyway, now that's for today. 2-hour stream, absolutely fantastic. I say thank you very much to all the donations, super chats, and stuff like that. You are fantastic. Okay, so
thank you very much. Have a good one.
See you guys. Bye.
Bye.